Going a little back and forth on who would win the 1992 Dream Team with a 2012, I guess you'd say, Dream Team as well. I think the most valid argument, though, is let me know when there's 11 Hall of Famers on your team. I don't know what you think, Joey. I mean, I know you believe that 92 would win, correct?
In a 7-game series, absolutely.
In one game, who knows? Or do you think one game that...
One game, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a coin flip on that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
that's how one game, it's a coin flip.
Yeah, I think in a 7-game series, and not to mention, no disrespect to Coach Krzyzewski, but I would take Chuck Daly over Krzyzewski any day, and I bet you Chuck Krzyzewski would tell you the same thing. He actually was an assistant, God bless you, an assistant on the 92 Dream Team. It was him, Rick Carlisle, Larry Wilkins, or Lenny Wilkins, sorry, and of course Chuck Daly. So they had 3 Hall of Fame coaches, 1 college basketball Hall of Fame coach, and 11 Hall of Fame players. So everybody other than Christian Laettner that was involved with that team made the Hall of Fame in some way, somehow. Can we say that about the 2012 team? Do we see that happening? Probably not. But at the same time, you don't know. Let's be honest. I mean, a guy like Darren Williams, I don't think many people look at him right now and say he would make the Hall of Fame. You never know. The guy.
It's also a little too early, though.
That's what I mean. He's 26 years old. The guy. Let's be honest. The guy right now, because people back then didn't know if Scottie Pippen was going to be a Hall of Famer. And when he was 26, 27 years old, you had no idea. You got to figure it out. I mean, outside of LeBron and probably Kevin Durant, who's your guaranteed Hall of Famers on the 2012 team? If Dwight Howard was on it, maybe.
I was thinking him.
I can't. I mean, even as a Bulls fan, I won't say Derrick Rose. No way I could say him.
It's possible Kevin Love could be if he continues his same career.
The way he's been on pace.
Kobe, obviously.
Kobe with that. Oh my God, yeah.
Kobe.
I can't believe I didn't name him first. That's
trying to think. CP3 has an opportunity. Just an opportunity. See, like these guys, I feel like they're too young.
They're too young to make the decision. You're right. They really are.
We're gonna. I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
KGM writes Wade, so
Wade,
but technically he's not on the team right now, even though he is on the team. I don't know.
Jeremy puts in the chat room. Clearly, the new Dream Team, the sneaker technology, there's no comparison. That's great. That's actually sort of true. You got 9.2 ounce shoes. I mean, let's be honest. So I mean. Yeah, exactly. TL says it a good way. The 92 team sort of set the pace for the guys now. So, this team, like I said, I think Jordan said it the best. They learned from the 92 team. The 92 team didn't learn from them. The moves these guys do, they learned from watching highlights of Magic.
Oh, absolutely.
When they jump up in the air with the cock back of the basketball, they learned that from Michael Jordan. I mean.
When you stick your tongue out, it's Michael Jordan.
Yeah. It's just there's
the best part was when Scottie Pippen said, "Yo, we would beat them by 25 points."
I like his reasoning too.
Scottie just puts it out there during the game yesterday. That's why we would beat them by 25 points. Scottie, that is ridiculous, bro. I can't say that.
His reasoning was based on the fact that he believes that they would be able to get on them physically and defensively and pretty much get to the point where they just wouldn't be comfortable anymore. And I actually believe that because there's nobody. That's the one thing that I think this 92 team has, and I said this earlier in the show. The 92 team has over this 2012 team. Outside of Kobe, I don't think a single guy on the 2012 team comes close to the competitive level that 92 team had. I mean, let's be honest. Jordan and Magic would fight each other for a win. Barkley, like I said, would probably shank you in the rib cage if he could, if it would help him get a rebound. That's just how these guys played the game. It was do or die for them every day. That's what mattered to them. They had to be the best. They knew that they were going over to Barcelona to prove to the world that they could be the best. I'm interested though, Joey. What do you think when it comes down to do you think Chuck Daly? I got a chance to finally watch the Dream Team documentary.
Oh, it's about damn time, Mr. David Hastings. We've only been waiting for about a month for that.
It's definitely been a month.
About
really
time,
has.
brother.
So I finally had a chance to watch it, and in the one part, they let the coach Chuck Daly lets the USA basketball team lose to the high school kids.
Oh, it wasn't high school
or
kids.
The
it was the college kids.
My bad. I'm sorry.
It was like Chris Webber. It was all a bunch of the young guns who were coming up.
Bobby Hurley. But either which way, he pretty much let them lose without making adjustments. According to Coach K, he threw the game. And I'm curious to know that if they played a 7-game series, do you think he'd let them lose to this team too? Like, wouldn't try to make adjustments and just let them maybe get their butts handed to him? No. So that the rest of the series they were just... No. It seems like Daly was that kind of guy. He wanted to get his point across of just because you guys are that damn good, you still have to go out and try your hardest to win. And I love that. I thought that was an awesome lesson to teach a whole bunch of guys that were so full of themselves. But that was a great documentary real quick. Like Joey said, we waited a month. So, at this point, it's a little past being able to talk about it. But, so Pixel's saying his vote would be that this year's team would be better than the 1992 team. And I just can't agree. I just can't. I'm sorry. And Pixel...
It'd be a hell of a game.
I got to say, I will say, Pixel, when it comes down to clear memory of the 92 team, you probably got me beat. We've discussed, the fact you got me by a couple years, to say the least.
And I get what people are saying. They're saying that today's competition is better and things like that. But I still think Team USA, no matter what the competition is, everyone's saying, oh, look out for Spain. Look out for Spain. Are you kidding me? Look out for Spain? Team USA doesn't need to look out for anybody. 92, 2012. I'm sorry. If this year's Dream Team does not win every game by about 20 to 30 points, that just means they're being lazy, bro. Sorry. It's true. Spain? Really? USA needs to worry about Spain? Serge Ibaka, who maybe gets 10 points a game? And the Gasol brothers? Please, yo. Please. Can somebody else tell me a different country that we need to be worried about? Oh, yeah. There is none. There is no other country.
The only other country people might say could give a little run for the money is Germany.
I'm sorry,
Germany's
bro.
got a couple talented guys, including Dirk.
You got two or three talented guys on your team. Congratulations. We have a whole team full of NBA All-Stars. Guess what? The NBA All-Stars should win.
They should, pretty much. Pixel, I actually said it to Joey last night real quick. I know we're sort of going back and forth between who would win and other things involving the team. But I said it to Joey last night while watching the game. I'm like, I wish I had Pixel's cell phone number to text him right now. Can I just tell you, watching last night's game was so much fun because none of the guys were trying to take charges. The refs were only calling hard fouls. And it was just a whole bunch of fun watching a whole bunch of really, really good players play together. It was a blast. And on top of it, like I said, the refs weren't messing up the game. I thought it was awesome, Pixel. I thought of you. So if you get a chance, on Monday they play again. Check out the game. I think you'll have a lot of fun watching them. I don't know if you got a chance to watch last night, but... and now we're going back, we're saying the talent level in the European teams and the teams that played in the Olympics in 92 was nowhere near as good as the talent in 2012. Well, you know what? I will not argue with you on the fact that the talent pool was much smaller back then than it is now. There are 80 plus different countries represented, thank you, in the NBA right now. Over 80 different countries. I think back when the 92 team played, there was maybe 20 different countries. So you're talking a huge jump in international exposure to the game. And then that's all due thanks to the 92 Dream Team. Yeah.
80?
Over 80 different countries are represented in the NBA. I think it's something like 84. Oh, my God. Jeremy, stop it. Jeremy puts in the chat room, Jackie Moon, Monix, and the Flint Tropics could beat the Dream Team. There's some great international players saying
I'm not trying to be ignorant. KGM writes in the chat room that I'm being ignorant. There are great international players. Spain has the Gasol brothers, Ibaka, Rudy Fernandez, and Jose Calderon. I'm not being ignorant, but I'm just saying when you have your 12 is 12 NBA All-Stars, no. It's not ignorant. You should win every game by 20 or more points. You should win. No other country out there has the talent and the ability that this team has. I'm sorry. After that starting five, who does Spain have? Maybe they do have talented players, but none of those players would make Team USA. Maybe Ibaka, maybe for defensive purposes, but I'm sorry. The Gasol brothers wouldn't make Team USA.
Hey, see, I'm
not trying to be ignorant.
I know what KGM's saying with once you get to the medal rounds, it's one game and you're done. So anything could happen. But KGM, at the same time, I get where Joey's coming from because of the fact that the USA basketball team has too much talent on it for it not to be able to put up the points it needs to put up to win. You're not going to get all 10, 11, 12 guys all of them are not going to be on a bad night. It just won't happen. And even if it did happen, the speed and athleticism that they have
would make up for it.
Should get them at least enough layups and free throws
to make it a game.
To still be able to have a lead. I think that I know what you're saying, though, KGM, of the fact that there is a lot more talent in the European and worldwide basketball teams than there probably ever has been before. It's interesting to see how that happens because, honestly, you watch some of these guys play, you don't even realize the fact that they're from a different country. But I think that, the starting five for Spain is really good. They are. It's once you get past that starting five because they can't play the whole game. And that's where Team USA should be able to dominate everybody is the fact that no matter what five players they put on the court, he's pretty much going to be a good five, no matter how they do it. That's just how it is. They're too deep, and that's where Team USA should be able to pull away from other teams. Is their bench, is how they're able to get on guys.
I'll take, and then KGM puts in there. Don't you think Gasol knows Kobe's moves or Ibaka knows Durant's moves? Guess what? They don't guard Kobe. They don't guard Durant. So you could tell somebody how to guard them, and it's different. And number two, Kobe's been in the league how long? Like 16 years already? 15 years? Has anyone been able to stop him, really? He's still a top 5 player.
He is. And, when it comes down to that kind of stuff, talk to Shane Battier, okay? This man literally made a book. Not like a hardcover that you're selling on, the New York Times bestseller list. And he made a little book on how to guard Kobe Bryant. And it still doesn't matter. Just because you know how to guard Kobe Bryant doesn't mean you can stop Kobe Bryant. They made a book called The Jordan Rules to stop Michael Jordan. After the book came out, he still won 4 more NBA titles, okay? And it doesn't matter how much you know about stopping a guy. When a guy is as good as some of these guys are, they're just going to go do what they do within reason. I mean, yes, if you are the best defender in the world, you should do a hell of a job of making their life hell. And they'll shoot 4 of 20 and have a bad game. But who's going to guard the other 4 on the court? That's where, And
KGM, I get your point. He's telling me that I can't discredit all the teams before the Olympics start. But I kind of can discredit all the teams. I'm sorry. If Team USA, everybody else is playing for silver. If USA does not win gold, it is a slap in the face to USA.
How much fun would the 1992 Dream Team players have then? If the 2012 team didn't win gold?
If this 2012 team is that confident saying that they could beat the 92 team, there's no reason for them to even come close to a basketball game in this Olympics then.
That's actually a good way to look at it. Do we think any international team out there right now would be able to beat the 92 Dream Team? If the answer is no, then there's no way you can sit there and think any of these teams are going to beat the 2012 team. Now, like KGM said, I will give him the fact of the matter. Once you reach the medal rounds, it's a one-game situation.
And I get that.
So, yes, anything could happen. But to me, it's about the depth in comparison. Like Joey said, 12 All-Stars in comparison to Spain, who at best has 2.
Or 3.
I know about
it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible they shut them down or something. But with that Team USA, it's gold or bust. That's what it is. It's gold or bust. If we win silver, it's a bust. So that's why I'm saying no other team can compare to USA because they're 12 of the top players in the NBA. NBA's got the best worldwide talent.
And they're ridiculously good. KD looked insane. He loves, because the three-point line's a little closer than the NBA line.
I really don't mean to be disrespectful. I don't, but I'm just trying to be realistic. You have 12 NBA All-Stars on one team. There's no reason for them to lose. There's no reason for them to even be in a game. There's no reason for it.
No.
This team is talking smack. Oh, we could beat the 92 team. Go out there and prove it. In 2008, they beat everybody in the qualifying round. They went 5-0, and average margin of victory was 31 points. And we're saying that the 08 team is worse than this 2012 team. So let's see what happens.
Pretty much. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I think watching this team will be very enjoyable for a lot of people. I really do, because it was fun watching them play last night in a game that actually didn't matter. So I think it'll be fun.